Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Welcome back to Manchester. So back from Greece now. Been back the last week and a half. So settled down nicely. So today we are going to run through a density day. Okay, so time is currently about 11:30. Usually head to the gym at about 12. Already have my pre-meal into me. I'm going to head downstairs, meet Ryan, and we'll walk over together. To conclude, I suppose, the Greece trip, to go back on that, if you haven't watched the two videos already, go back, watch the Santorini vlog and the Mykonos vlog. But overall, it was a sick holiday, it was a sick experience, really enjoyed it. Kind of what I touched on at the end of that Mykonos vlog, you know, kind of working hard to get in them places and not being able to fully enjoy it. Looking back on it, you know, I've thoroughly enjoyed the whole holiday, or I say holiday, like, you know, you're working there, and that's one thing you have to remember as well, is online coaching is such a double-edged sword. Like, yes, you get to go away to these places, but you never actually get to fully switch off and relax and stuff. So that's just something I've been kind of pondering on the last few days. But yeah, all is good. We're going to go downstairs, we're going to go hit density, and I'm going to run you through it either via voiceover or some raw clips in the gym. Currently, myself, I am still on a cruise. Got my bloods done last week, got the results back Monday, all clear. And I think it is important for people just to get their bloods done, you know, once every 6 to 12 months even, just to make sure, you know, everything is in check. And something I get my lifestyle clients to do as well, just to make sure, you know, there's nothing out of whack there. Your testosterone is in a good place, estrogen, your thyroid hormone, T3, T4, everything is just where it needs to be, to ensure that you are going to be as optimal as possible and as healthy as possible to get the best results for yourself, internally and externally. But yeah, that's enough waffling, that's enough rambling. I'm going to go pack my bag, get my pre ready, get my intro ready, going to go downstairs, meet Ryan, and then I'm going to bring you through the session. Yo people, what is going on? Welcome back to a voiceover, welcome back to another YouTube commentary. This is my first voiceover now in a while. It's been a minute, so hopefully we nailed it first time. So today is density day, which is basically another word for posterior day. I start these off with some calf raises, because first of all I have the worst calves in the world, but secondly because it just gets some blood in and around the knee joint. I'm going to be leg pressing, I'm going to be deadlifting, and I need some more kind of blood and fluid in around there, as my knees are something that do cause me some issues. So not going super heavy here, just looking to really kind of contract at the top, spend some seconds in the lifting phase also, and yeah, just kind of going through the motions again, just kind of getting some blood in and around the joint. Funnily enough, as I was actually just stopped this set, I got chatting to Joe Delaney, which is pretty sick, because if it wasn't for Joe Delaney, I probably wouldn't have got in the gym all them years ago, when he was putting up videos about getting birds on Tinder, because he was my hero. So 16-year-old me wanted me to tell him that he was my hero, but I played it cool, played it calm, got chatting to him. I believe we're now acquaintances and soon to be friends. So first exercise here is going to be my single arm lat pull down. So really working through, working the lat through its length to shorten range here. Think about driving my elbow down into the pocket or into my hip. Not overly happy with kind of my form there on my top set. This session was my first session on my cruise, where I did feel, you know, strength kind of not where it should be, and very much fighting to kind of maintain some numbers, which isn't the best. So yeah, as I said, by the end of this video you'll see I'm not overly pleased with the workout as a whole. This is my back offset. Then I have my fingers here with like pistol fingers. That's a good cue that I use with my clients. So what that does there is it takes the pressure off the brachialis, and it will just allow us to kind of keep constant tension on the lat. I also don't fully extend my elbow at any stage. Okay, there's always a slight bend in my elbow, again just keeping tension on the lat the whole time. Getting in then to the kind of big hitter of the day, which is going to be my RDL. So just one set here on the RDLs. I'm actually started to record my warm-up sets for you, my feeder sets, but for some reason they didn't all get caught on camera. My battery died, or my memory went full, so I had to go back and delete a few clips. So they did kind of cut off early, which is upsetting. I did do a post on Instagram about feeder sets there just during the week, which is really just a fancy way of saying a warm-up set. And the common question I get asked is, how many warm-up sets should I do before my top set? And the answer is going to completely depend on the movement you're doing and the load that you're moving. Okay, so for example, here on my RDL, or even on something like a hack squat, I'm probably taking 3 to 4 warm-up sets before going into my top set. And in comparison to say like a bicep curl, where I'm probably only going to be doing one warm-up set if I'm being realistic before my top set. Okay, the thing to remember here is you want to reduce set volume the closer you get to your working sets, so you don't want to be wasting unnecessary amounts of energy here. The real aim is to just prime your nervous system before the top set and prime your nervous system for the load that's about to be exposed to. So really I'm just doing 2 to 3 reps, even 1 rep on my last warm-up set. So this set in particular, it was alright, started grand. I'm plus 5 kilos on the bar here in comparison to last week, but you can see my upper back does lose tightness as I go through the movement. Now, I'm not overly concerned about that. As long as my lower back isn't taking the stress or taking the load, then I'm not too focused. At the end of the day, I am trying to use my erectors, and they are getting worked throughout that. Okay, so I took that for 9 reps, which is plus 5 kilos down 2 reps, which is somewhat expected. But as a whole, I'm not pleased with the form, but I'm not too concerned about the round in my back. Some people just have a more naturally rounded upper back than others, you know what I mean? And I do have that in my physique, so that is something that I do take into consideration. Also, like, obviously I try to maintain tightness, but sometimes it does slip, but as long as it's not causing me any harm, then I'm okay to push on with it. But I will make sure I reach the top end of my rep range of that, with just overall better form before I push on. Now I'm on to my seated leg curl here. So this is the prime one in set number 4. So trying to work majority of the shortened range, which you can see it's getting harder to get into as the set goes on. Again, I wasn't overly pleased with this set. I believe I was kind of down 2 reps, which is unfortunate. All I'm thinking about doing is dragging the weight, or dragging my heels towards my bum. Now on to the leg press here, which is 6 plates per side, and they are 25 kilo plates and a 10 kilo as well. So you can do the maths there for yourself what that is. Happy with the set in terms of kind of form, in terms of kind of setup. You can see I had that little kind of sponge block underneath my bum, which again is just allowing me to get a small bit more knee flexion, which is going to allow me to get a bit more range. And I suppose the more range we can go through, the more potential to growth, the more stimulus we can get on the muscle through a larger range. Now I got this for 9 reps plus 1. That is the 3rd week in a row where I've got 9 plus 1 on this. So starting to kind of play mind games with me. I don't need a deload. I've just off the back of a deload from Greece. I just either need to switch out my movements. I've been running the same program now for the best part of 10 months. Okay, so nearly come to a year. We run the same program, the same movements. Now look, some of the machinery has changed when I switched from Nina to Manchester, but it's still, leg press for leg press, movement for movement, it is the same. It's just the kind of machinery that has swapped. So that could be one thing, and then obviously just the cruise as well is starting to kind of catch up on me. I was fairly fucked after that set. Then I came in for my back off set, so I'll put it down to 4 plates per side, and what I like to do, and the 15, and what I like to do here is just spend 2 seconds in the hole, 1, 2, and press up again. Okay, I like to do that as well on my Cybex hack, just spending time in the hole, getting strong in different ranges, and that'll just again kind of carry me forward in my top sets going forward. I'm not really like, muscle response to tension under load. You know what I mean? And people think muscle response to moving weight from A to B. It doesn't. You have to place enough tension on the muscle, place enough stimulus on the muscle to demand that muscle to grow. It's not going to grow by just shifting the weight from A to B, not spending time in the lengthened or the shortened, or controlling your eccentrics. People are just flying through the movements, no consideration for it. Take time. I'd rather do 4 plates per side and spend some time in the hole here than do 5 and just bang through it and not get much from it. Okay, so you can see on my top set, I'm kind of just going through it, and obviously I'm controlling the weight and I have great form, but here I'm just a small bit more considerate for, okay, let's spend some time in the hole, let's get strong where I should be weak, and then then if you're stronger where you're weaker, and you continue to get stronger where you're stronger, you're going to be stronger everywhere. That's kind of the way I view it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's just my own fucking mindset towards it. This leg press gets extremely heavy out of nowhere, so I was not taking another rep without a spotter there, and my knees are causing me a lot of issues at the moment. So yeah, I just have a lot of aches and pains. Then we're on to chest supported row, T-bar. So I actually swapped this out for the extreme row, or swapped this in for the extreme row, should I say. Just couldn't align myself correctly with that. With this, I'm thinking about all the way down and all the way back. So let my shoulders almost round as I come down, going through full scapula protraction and retraction, and yeah, just working it through its full range. Trying to keep my chest against the pad at all times, chin tucked. You can see this is a bit of a grind of a rep there, and I call it there. Then back offset. So double overhand grip, driving the elbows out away from the body, really focusing on my upper back. Them upper traps, the rhomboids, everything up there is going to give me the thickness up on the top of my back. My back is something that I feel as though needs a lot of work, especially my lats. My front lat spread is honestly a joke. It's like a little girl. It's embarrassing. So that is something that I really need to work on. Sorry, not my front lats, but my front relaxed. Then we have just a bicep hammer curl to finish off. The dumbbells in FLF are fat grips, which I fucking hate. So I really kind of stay away from dumbbell work. I only do them for laterals and for curls. Just, yeah, not ideal. Working here pretty lightweight. I believe this could be a 12 kg or a 14 kg dumbbell, and I'm just getting about 10 reps. Okay, so if you're really taking time to really kind of focus on that mind muscle connection, focus on getting the bicep short, controlling the eccentrics, you don't need to go heavy. Alright, again, this is just the same thing, just opposite arm. See, I'm doing one arm at a time and slightly shifting myself to one side. That's just going to allow me to kind of align my joints that bit better. You can see elbow to, or shoulder to elbow to wrist are all pretty much in line, and the only thing that's moving is elbow to wrist. My shoulder to my elbow is not moving, it's not swaying, it's not cheating to get that dumbbell up. It's exactly where it should be. Alright, that's pretty much the workout. I'm going to leave you now with a quick physique update. That is the session wrapped up. I am so fucking through. You can see that, which is nasty, but we'll give you a little physique update. Obviously, as I mentioned, I am cruising now for the last 5-6 weeks. Don't think I look too bad. Alright guys, so that is the session wrapped up. You see FLF behind me there. It's a good session, not good enough in my opinion, for where I'm at and kind of what I want to do. I had to take in consideration, obviously I'm cruising now for the last 5 weeks, and I'm just back from Greece and Amsterdam, but still I'm not taking the progressions that I want to be taking. Well, I am taking progressions. I progressed in my RDL, but just my leg press has been the same figure now for the last fucking 3 weeks. It's just playing mind games on me, but look, it is what it is. I know these things happen as well, so I know better than anyone this shit happens, so just need to push on. I'm going to walk up back home. I'm going to have post-workout, have 2 consultation calls. There's a crackhead behind me. I'm actually walking up Hooker Lane now because there's a lot of hookers on it, so if I see one, I might show you one live on camera. Oh, you buy you. Someone just ordered me there, but yeah, any prostitutes about? Nah, not today. Oh, I think there's one over there. Yeah, I think there is one over there.
Put it all over. Yeah. That's what I do. Just in case you want to keep some of the clips, because there is a lot of things I kind of like to keep. Like.
Is that kind of break it down into like different phases for you, okay? So like a short-term goal and a long-term goal. So we can kind of break it down to different phases and see how we're going to get from where we are now to where we need to be. So let's just take, say, sometime in the next kind of 4 to 6 weeks. So a short-term goal. If you were to tell me kind of, you know, how you'd like to be looking and feeling kind of within such a short time frame, if you could kind of paint a picture for me. Then let's go like long term. So let's say something like 6 months down the line now, okay? So that first month is very much short term. Let's say 6 months down the line. Let's say 6 months down the line. So guys, that is going to be it for another YouTube video. Just finished editing this now, did the voiceover there. It's like 2-3 days later, and I'm about to go hit push with the boys as well in Elite, which is a different gym in Manchester which I haven't been to yet. So I'm going to go see what's up, see what that's about. Bit of a change of scenery. I'm back in Ireland from Wednesday coming, so I will have at least one YouTube video when I'm at home. I have I have 2 clients doing photo shoots, so I will definitely record one of them for E, and maybe even some training footage. But no, looking forward to going home. My mum recently informed me that Mossy is climbing up the stairs and sitting outside my bedroom door all day because he misses me, and Mossy's not allowed upstairs in the house, so that kind of broke my heart a small bit. So I'm looking forward to go back and seeing him. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. If you like the video, as always, please like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber shit. Staying as consistent as I possibly can with this free. So yeah, any of you that are liking it, I do appreciate that a lot, like a lot more than you even realize. So continue to do so, like it does mean a lot. That's gonna be it. See you in the next one.